Yo YouTube, how's it going? Kevin here, and we're here with our next game. I'm sure you can see from the title, but that's going to be the original Borderlands. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and I know on this channel I've only really played games that I haven't played before, but this one's for me. Maybe I'm being selfish with this one. I just want to kind of showcase a game that I like to play and that I think I'm half decent at. I know I'm not like a speedrunner of this game. I know that there's probably a lot more people online that know a lot more about this game than I do. I just like playing it. This is a super fun game for me. I love the Borderlands humor, just the whole world that they've kind of built around these games. I just soak it up. The whole reason I always had Psycho in my gamer tags or like my game handles online was always because of the Psychos and Borderlands and stuff. Like I love this game. I since it came out on the 360, I was hooked. Ultimate looter shooter. I don't think there's been another game that's kind of done it the same, and the cell shading graphics have really like kind of shown that I don't think this game will ever age out. In my personal opinion, I feel you'll always be able to go back and play it. But yeah, something a little different, maybe something more for me. But I thought I'd just showcase a game that I like and that I think I'm like half decent at. It doesn't mean that I might not get stuck at like a part. I'm definitely not going to be doing any like backing out to like try to like kind of teleport to areas and stuff like that. We're just gonna straight up play the game and enjoy it, and I'm sure all of the playthroughs I've done of this game, I'm sure that it will be still find those entertaining moments or just those cool action moments. You'll, if you're never seen the game, you're in for a treat because I love it. And if you haven't played it yourself, I highly suggest playing any of them. 2 is amazing. It just kind of took everything the first game did and did it better. But without further ado, we're just going to hop right into it. I might have to mute the beginning here because of the Cage the Elephant song that plays, but I can even just put some different music over top, so if you're new to the game, you can still get the intro.
So, you want to hear a story, huh? One about treasure hunters. Have I got a story for you? Pandora. This is our home, but make no mistake, this is not a planet of peace and love. They say it's a wasteland, that it's dangerous, that only a fool would search for something of value here. Then perhaps I am a fool. But do not be fooled by what Pandora appears to be. There was a legend. Many people tell it. The legend of the Vault. My father would always go on about the Vault, even with his dying breath. Advanced alien technology, infinite wealth, fame, power, women. So you can understand why some little kiddos who hear the stories grow up to become Vault hunters. Well, I have a story you may not believe, but I tell you it is true. The legend of the Vault is real, and it is here on Pandora. And let's call her a guardian angel, appeared to guide the Vault hunters to their prize. The tale begins right here on Pandora with the brave Vault hunters, the guardian angel, and most importantly, me.
Right on. This is where I'll have to mute. love that song, but yeah, I probably won't be able to have it in there.
Next stop, Firestone Depot. Time to gather up your stuff. Who's getting off the bus? You with the sniper rifle and the crazy mask. You look like a Truxican wrestler. Moonlighting is a domination.
Don't be alarmed. I need you to stay calm and don't let on that anyone is talking to you. Start making your way off the bus. You don't have any reason to trust me, but I need you to believe that I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you find the vault. In a moment, you'll be greeted by a funny little robot. Do everything he says. You'll know what I mean when it happens. I'll contact you again soon.
Just kind of want to wait for all the talking to stop, and then we'll get right into this.
Well, we're here. Don't worry about saying goodbye. I'm sure we'll be doing this all again soon enough. Get off my bus.
Get your water into you. This is going to be a long playthrough. I might actually see how much I can just sit here and bang out of this game. I'm curious. Again, I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not claiming to be amazing at the Borderlands games. I just do think I'm half decent at them, and I just love them. They're some of my favorite games. And normally my favorite character to play as is Soldier. Normally I like what I like, and I kind of stick with it, but I think we're going to play... Well, I think... I've already picked Hunter. We're going to be playing as Mordecai.
I am CL4PTP. You may call me by my locally designated name, Claptrap. Before continuing, please accept this Echo communication device and heads-up display, provided free of charge by the Doll Corporation.
So yeah, Soldier's normally my favorite. I just find that he's not as like squishy, and like his ability is really helpful to... I swear I could almost probably do a deathless run of this game with Soldier. I find Mordecai, he's like the sniper, he's sick, but he's a little bit more squishy at moments, I just find.
I detected your Echo device is fully functioning. This way, please.
It's all about personal preference. I know I had a lot of buddies that they'd really like playing the Hunter, so I'm gonna give it a good go here and see. I know me, and I play these games like maybe once a year. I'll just, like, if I have some time off work or anything and I got nothing really else planned and I really feel like gaming, I'll just throw on either this game or number 2. I don't think I've ever really beat through the pre-sequel. I do want to finally beat through that game.
Don't mind if I do.
But yeah, I'm not a professional. I might die. Very, very possibly could. Maybe even often at certain points. But yeah, these games are just great. And if you've never played them, again, I highly recommend.
Step right up. This is the new U station. When you use this device, your DNA profile is automatically identified and stored. Please activate the new U station now.
Red and black. Mordecai, we'll just keep his name.
Excellent! Now that your DNA is registered, you have the best in horrific death and dismemberment insurance. Should an unfortunate fatal incident occur, your new you will appear at the nearest station. Now
okay.
You can head into the peaceful town of Firestone. Please, follow me.
I love Claptrap. Cool little mascot Borderlands has had, obviously, since the beginning.
Is that... Oh no, not again!
He's hilarious. Like, in the second game, probably more so, but he still kills me, even though I know what he's gonna say. Love him. I need to get a little Claptrap or something just for display. Yeah, even since the 360 days. That's why I've always had Psycho in my name. By the time I finally could have online gaming, because kind of growing up in the boonies, it was like the 360 era when I could finally game online. And there's a couple buddies I had where we would just waste weekends, like weekends just gone, spent playing this game. Definitely a lot better than I was. So you'll find too, if you are new to this series, those look like headshots, and like I'm trying my best to hit the headshots, but it is very much still an RPG where stats of your guns really do matter. Maybe not a whole lot, like once you start like getting like your skills up, but I do find like sometimes you swear you're hitting that shot, and the reason you're not is because maybe your just gun accuracy isn't so great. I apologize if I am explaining stuff that people are well aware of, but I just always try to include the people that maybe have no idea what I'm talking about. Obviously, we're playing this on my computer, on keyboard and mouse. I do play a lot of games controller.
The box is awaiting your attention.
Thank you. I do play like a lot of controller still, but like with my computer and everything, I'd say like probably the last like 6-7 years, if I'm playing a first-person shooter, it's always keyboard and mouse these days. Pretty much any other game, I do feel more comfortable on like a controller, like any kind of platforming involved to a huge extent, or a lot of third-person games I do like playing controller. It depends on the game. Like we played Vanquish, keyboard and mouse. But yeah, I like to think I'm pretty well-rounded on both. But I know I'm trash in comparison to some famous gamers and YouTubers. The starting sniper sucks, but say that 10 times fast. But I actually feel like we're not doing too bad with it right now. And the one thing I will forever love about this game in comparison to the others, correct me if I'm wrong, the heads don't explode like they do in this game. It's so satisfying to hit the headshots in this game compared to other ones in the series where that doesn't happen the same. It's like a critical hit and it'll still flash like big hit numbers, but the head doesn't blow. It's honestly what I find still so satisfying about this one. Now, I also don't know if I've ever 100% like all the DLC for this game. I know I've played like a lot of it, and over the years going back and probably getting a little further, but I also don't know if I've ever like got a character to max level before. So I still maybe am a noob compared to some guys who are just in it for the end game. But I love these games. Can't express that enough. I've been waiting for kind of something to come out that just is basically like a Borderlands clone.
Now go. I'll contact you again soon.
Or just even a new Borderlands game that I can still just like get into and grind. Because I love the grind in this game. I really do. The pace is good.
In the Firestone. There is no cause for alarm. This new visitor has resolved the problem.
Well, shoot, I thought I was a goner that time. Damn bandits won't leave us alone. Had to lock the place up tight. I'll let you in. Come on. Damn it. Blasted circuits are on the fritz again. Give it a go from the switch out there, would you?
you've selected a mission, you will notice that a new icon has appeared on your heads-up display. That's a waypoint. The waypoint will tell you where you need to go, depending on what mission is currently active in your mission log.
Not even paying attention. I thought I had to wait a little longer. Zed's sweet. I like him. Love all these characters. Love the world.
Thanks for opening her up again. The name's Zed. They don't let me cut on folks anymore since I lost my license, so now I keep the med vendors around here up and running. From the vendors, you can buy all the healing you could ever want from a real doc. Thankfully, without the...
Now that we're done with all that, please follow me and I'll open the gate for you.
Okay. So certain things you'll see me do. I might be like, I know I'm gonna have to grab the box here and heal Claptrap. There's certain things I know how to do quicker, but I'm not trying to really do exploits or anything else too. We're just playing through the game, having fun. Do feel like it's a...
Got under Nine-Toes' skin. Don't worry, he'll get what's coming to him.
You did it.
Is a good game to kind of practice your shots if you're not comfortable keyboard and mouse.
Would you kindly give him a hand?
I think this, when I first got like a gaming computer, I think this is, or I think the second one was the first game. The first night I was gaming on it. Borderlands 2 on PC. I was blown away.
He isn't going to last very long without attention. Why don't you look around for something to fix him up?
Good as new, I think. Am I leaking?
He seems to be okay.
I'm
Now is
dancing.
the time
I'm
to get
dancing.
moving and play your part in the journey to come.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out. I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for visiting Firestone. Farewell, traveler, and be sure to say hello to all the friendly traps that await you on Pandora. I shall now continue my research on the wondrous project of man.
Feel it! Well, that ought to do it. I'll see you in a few.
Perfect. So it's like a lot of just like kind of running out and going doing a mission, coming back. Again, there's probably strats for which ones to grab or do, or you'll see kind of how I do it. I like to kind of do everything while I'm in an area and then move on. But I'm also not always in a rush to do things. I do like to keep the pace up, but it's like an RPG, right? The more you play, the better your guy gets, and that's what I like about these games. Like, you're not gonna get worse for like, you'll level up to make the hard stuff easier. Get better weapons, get better skills. Like it's all part of it. Like when I was younger and I kind of sucked at games and I was playing like old school RPGs, I just like grind an easy area just to level up to go make the next part of the game easier. And some people don't like that kind of pacing in games, but it's all about if you're still having fun playing it and you're getting the rewards and you're just having fun, that's all that matters.
stranger.
Hello. Oh yeah.
Need something? I might not have a med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
Oh, I can't even afford it.
Thanks for the help.
Buy a shield.
I keep the med first aid kits to use on the field.
People don't yet trust you. If you're going to ever find the vault, you'll need the aid of the people. Helping Dr. Zed with his nine-toes problem is a good move.
It's a good one. It's a good move. Skags can be weird sometimes to get that critical. The bigger ones that get more aggressive, they open their mouth, and that's where you want to hit them. I'm not too familiar with Mordecai. I don't even know if I'm like even saying his name right. But yeah, I don't know any of his like builds. So again, I'm just gonna play with what fits my my play style.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Oh yeah, I don't need.
Alright. Okay.
Again, there's some stuff I wish you could just like collect as you're going and not need to follow a path at the beginning as much, but.
You like that?
Once we reach level 5, we will have our first skill point. Look at the splatter. Just always kills me. Boom. You know what? I think I've had worse starting sniper rifles.
Come on, little one.
Oh, he just turned. Come on. Yeah, not bad. It's not great, but it works. The weapons in this game are also why you keep playing. This one I feel like might have like definitely probably has the least amount of variety of guns, but there's still a lot. The other games definitely expanded on all the different ideas. See, I wish we could grab that, but we can't yet. It's also a lot better once we get a vehicle too. This is still just the starting area. Takes a little bit to get out of here, and then that game kind of opens up a bit further. I'd rather just do everything while we're right here. Because yeah, you do have the option. Like, you could just go out and kill guys and grind and level up. Get better stuff.
Something you need?
But I am wanting to see if I can...
Now scram.
I feel pretty comfortable that I know it would be a long sitting, especially doing it this way, but I feel like I could totally beat this game in one sitting. I feel like I have done it before in the past. When I had no other real responsibilities or things I had to do. Good old days of gaming, eh, guys and gals? Man. Just, those were some of the best days, though, too, as a kid. Just hanging out with a buddy. You guys didn't really have a whole lot of responsibility, and you guys just gamed hard.
You? One more step and it'll be your last. You should have seen the look on your face.
I love TK.
You're not a skag, are you? No? Well, lucky you. I only shoot skag. Mostly, anyways.
Gotta get his food back from the skags.
If you ever need anything at all, just let me know.
What a guy. TK's just straight up beaut. Just a beautiful person.
Feel it!
All right.
That hurt.
Oh.
Another notch in my rifle.
This is not a bad starting sniper. I definitely feel like I've had way worse where the accuracy was just so bad that you just can't land any of your shots. I feel like this one is maybe one of the best starting snipes I've ever had. Oh. Come on, buddy. The bigger, crazier skags get pretty cool, too. Some of the badass skags. Oh, didn't even see it. I'm blind today. See, a little bit of running at the beginning. Some of the games you do get start running a fair bit, but I just also think like the whole world is amazing. It's totally a vibe, man.
Smells like off-world. How you liking our planet, anyways?
Got nades.
You've done well. I've decided to reopen my Firestone franchise thanks to you. Head into town and buy some new gear.
that?
Yeah. We're definitely going to have to get a new gun, though, here soon. The one thing I've always known about these games is you can't necessarily fall in love with weapons in the early game, because you kind of just need to keep rolling and keep getting the next best thing that just is going to do you better for what's to come. You're just constantly picking up the next thing. I don't normally spend too much cash on the weapons like in these stores and stuff. Yeah, I don't try to buy the weapons from here too often. Because I just feel like you're going to spend your money and then probably pick up a better weapon in the next mission. Happens all the time. Money almost becomes not an issue in this game once you start really playing and getting better stuff and selling all the fluff. But I want to use like all the money I can right now on ammo modules, or however you call them, to be able to carry more ammo. It's pretty much like, I think, one of the more important things to spend your money on early game. What am I doing? Going back to TK. Yeah.
You're not a skag, are you?
No, I am not, sir.
Lucky you.
Got nades?
I only shoot skag. Mostly, anyways.
Nine Toes, take him down. Take him down. Some of the bosses can be challenging if you don't have the proper equipment to deal with them. Some were annoying. This one is not so bad. But if we don't start finding some new weapons here soon, I will be nervous. I know, I'm not also too familiar where all like the chests are like located. It's just kind of, sometimes I remember where they are, sometimes I don't. So I could easily be missing better stuff at certain points of the game, but also want to try to keep it at like an entertaining pace. Give you the full game experience, but we're enjoying ourselves. So now we got our first skill point, so that means we got Bloodwing, right? Yeah, so now we have our bird companion to come help us out. And again, I don't know builds for Mordecai, but I am going to just go for critical hit damage, I think, at the beginning, because if we're landing these headshots this much, the crits are huge. I've never really built out Bloodwing too much. Maybe we try something different. That's the thing, like, you can spend so many hours, like, playing the exact same game, like, kind of different ways with, like, the different characters.
I
And
heard that blast all the way over here. Bam! Time to give Nine Toes a piece of that. Woo! I'm updating your ecosystem with his location. Come and see me once you put his bits to the grinder.
nice. But yeah, yeah, you can play a bunch of different characters, but then you can also build out each character in slightly different ways. And like, once you start getting higher level, obviously you can have like a nice selection of skills and stuff. But we're just gonna play in a way that we're just gonna have fun. We're hitting these headshots, so I like getting that critical hit damage up, because even with some machine guns, you're hitting crits the whole time. People just get melted. I never find ammo too much of an issue in this game. You find lots of it on the go, but there are some times where I will just go to a vending machine and drop some cash for ammunition.
Feel it.
They don't like these headshots, that's for sure. It's a slow gun. That's the only. I'm starting to feel its age. It's starting not quite cut it for just that one shot. Oh, that was just my bad. Oh, I'm missing my shots now. I'm panicking. We're fine. Music I love too. Hopefully I don't need to put different music over top of it. That's the thing. I'm still getting used to playing games online and what I can and cannot use. Oh, wrong button. Forgetting the controls. Did a bunch of neat stuff there. Even let Bloodwing out for a little rip. Yeah, he's just chilling. Alright, I'm all turned around now. Gun stash found. And just like that. Oh, I forgot. I thought we picked up another sniper rifle we could have been using that whole time too. Complete and totally forgot. Nice. Alright, we're getting some different gear. Definitely getting the more weapon slots is everything as well.
That hurt?
Oh, I definitely thought it was going to take more to kill that. Nice. Yeah, I just found this game so much more gory than all the other Borderlands, and I think that's why I still like going back and playing it. It's hard to think.
You're about to face your first real challenge. I hope you've toughened up enough.
It's hard to think how many times I probably did beat this game. So we're gonna get sniper module, oh, SDU, whatever they call it. We'll get a good evil laugh going, I'm sure, as this game progresses. Just gonna go with the sniper one from now. This thing's okay, I guess. Oh man. See, this is the thing. We're using a different gun and now maybe the accuracy's just not where we need it to be. You saw that I can hit my shots pretty good. And now, because the accuracy on this gun might be a little bit crappier. Boom! Always just sucks early game because you're just like it's it's a white weapon, like all the weapons are color coordinated and the white is common, and so sometimes you Just don't even want to look at it, but it might actually be better than anything you got off the gate. Alright. First boss.
The wrong dog. Ah, yeah!
Nine Toes also has 3 balls. Very private information. Oh. It's got 2 little doggaroos too. Oh yeah, getting hurt pretty good. Oh man, I'm getting backed into a bad spot. I'm doing terrible right now, actually. I might die. Wow, I'm doing absolutely terrible. I don't know if I like this sniper rifle at all either. Man, I just panicked and I don't think I remembered how to play the game for a second there. Holy. I guess we recovered well, but I actually thought I was dead. I gotta get myself together here. Holy. Way too early to die. Way too early. Oh, it's so hard to decide early game. It's fun. I find it harder to decide with like a bunch of legendary weapons. But we can finally level something up here. Do we just go for accuracy at first and let the damage follow after? Maybe that's the ticket. We're gonna try some new things on this playthrough. And there are just so many weapons, it can be overwhelming to know what's actually better than what you're using. You do get used to the game. And you kind of can remember what you kind of like and what you want to see. But I'm sure there's weapons people specifically farm for. Before we even open that. Yeah, like we can drop that. Oh, did I? Oh, wow. Just picked it up again.
So many to choose from.
Shotguns can be good. I like Soldier because he can have some, he has some skills you can throw at shotguns. Alright. We gotta sell some stuff. And keep moving forward. So these are the moments where I think a lot of people back out of the game. And then they're just back.
That is the first step on your journey. You must listen. Who I am is not important. The first thing you must know, the vault is real. People will mislead you. They will try to use you, and you cannot be swayed in your purpose. The vault is here, and we will find it. This world is full of dangers. Still yourself and go. I'll be watching.
Like, I don't even know why I look at some of this stuff sometimes. Our shield's horrendous.
Cam is just a guy with a gun. Find the cam that's right for you.
All right.
Someone's getting a treat.
Oh, it's got skag brains all over me. Oh, yeah. We need to just become a straight up assassin with this character, I guess. Oh. Oh man, this snipe's killing me. We need better weapons. I guess that it can be hard starting over in this game just sheerly because you know what's to come, and sometimes the luck of the draw for you can just be not necessarily what you want. Oh yeah. Is that all of them? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of... I don't even think I have to really be killing these guys. But we're leveling up with each kill we get. Gotta use Bloodwing just more often. Sometimes I'm bad for that. It's just like sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm saving it. What are you saving it for? Just use it. If you're not gonna use it, it's gonna be replenished by the next fight. Should almost just throw him out in every fight just because. We'll go cash this in. Get some gains, level up. Thank you so much if you're this far in and you're watching this game playthrough. Super appreciate you. We're just hardcore gaming in this channel. We're getting right into it. We're playing all the games we love and as many games as we can. And I guess in a sense, like going through this list of games, it's ultimately going to be like, how many games am I going to beat? Because that was like a cool thing I was kind of thinking of, is just how many games am I going to fully complete on the channel? Because I know I've beaten a lot of games, and I know I'm not 100%ing anything on here. But like, not trying to exploit the game, but really playing it from the opening, trying to play on a harder difficulty, and until the credits roll. Like I think that's like beating the game. You've put your time in. You've got a lot from it. It's not always you find a game that you want to absolutely do everything in, but when that does happen, it's pretty awesome. I have not 100% many games, but I have. All depends on what you want to spend your time doing. And for me, this game is perfect. Straight up assassin. Oh, it'd be so nice to have the vehicle. I remember seeing footage of what Borderlands could have looked like, and I'm so happy they went with the cell shading because I just feel like it's timeless. I feel like this game ages very well. And I still think it looks great. This is the enhanced version, but
Alright, see you soon.
see ya, buddy. I was gonna say it seemed like he was glitched out and not speaking. These are the missions that are handy to do with a friend, so one person can be handing stuff in while the other person's collecting. And you can get through stuff quicker that way for sure.
Well, I'll be damned. You killed Nine Toes. You should get me a drink to celebrate sometime. Might want to check out the bounty board and see if anyone else has a job.
That's a grenade mod. Equip that, and you'll find that your protein grenades are suddenly more powerful and are now equipped with special abilities. Always be on the.
Ah, you the one killing all the crap people ask? To catch a ride near Firestone.
Catch a ride! Oh, did I just...
My mama's girl
Nice.
parts. Real appreciate you taking a poke at that. The system, not my mom. Hot dog down the skag den, know what I'm saying?
The Scooter Man! Scooter's awesome too. Come on and catch a ride! We leveled up there too. I think we're just gonna bounce between accuracy and critical hits right now. Alrighty.
You like my pet?
I got what I've been.
Feel it.
Like, that's pretty gruesome. Maybe that is why they changed it in the other games. What? Is it actually glitched out, or am I crazy? Find and use a catch ride station outside of Firestone. Isn't that this? What is happening? I actually think it's glitched out. I really hope that we can get past this, because I've never seen that before. catch a ride used. Like, I should just have to click on the catch a ride. Unless I'm just forgetting something super basic, I'm almost 100% that was just not working. Yep. Glad I didn't waste any more time with that. I don't think I've ever seen that. Alright, let's just take a moment here. Both of these are hard. We'll go see TK. Because I actually don't know if we have the right guns to take out Bonehead right now. He can be a nuisance early game if you're not prepared. And I don't like to struggle too much. Oh, come on. Oh my. I'm not even scared of you, man.
Hey, newcomer. I've been looking for you.
Alright, what should we do next? Yeah, we'll get you your limb back, TK. I do find it lays it out for you pretty good. It just like it tells you the difficulty of the missions, and if you really don't want to struggle early game, just do the ones that are for your level. You can beat the ones that are harder and sometimes be rewarded well for that and progress further, but I don't like to struggle, or I don't like to exploit stuff too much. Oh, come on. Still really slow fire rate for this snipe. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know if that's an actual jingle. I don't think it is. I think I just made it up. It's probably something though, right? This day and age. Get my water into me. So yeah, I might break this video up differently from how we've been doing a lot of other videos, still experimenting with different stuff, but main focus just playing and beating through these games. Very important information. All right. Oh, man. Just so slow. I'm worried for some boss fights if it's gonna cut it. It's kind of just mean at this point when they're such a low level. But they are trying to kill you. Oh yeah, that was a better shield. That was a better shield for sure. Oh yeah. We need better guns. Not getting that crit so much with this one.
Give him hell, Bloodwing!
Nice. Come on, big money. Oh yeah. We're about to find out. Sometimes you just gotta try out the new toys. Yeah. Yeah, now we're getting some stuff. Now we're getting somewhere. Loot. Can be a game that you can get a little jealous of what your friends pick up. I can't remember if there is a setting to like you have your own loot. Something tells me there might be. Oh, I didn't realize how slow this was. But it does a lot of damage. These guys are a higher level, okay. Alright. I don't always know where I'm going 100% of the time, but I got a pretty good idea of where I need to go. Scar's up here too, I think too, one of the skags. I think I did just whack him. There goes again. Oh, I thought it was stuff. Oh, did it go over the edge? It looked like it bounced for a second. Yeah, that's horrible. Very important stuff. You didn't like that. Oh, man. I hope we're ready for this. Oh, yeah. Man, he almost killed me. He did not like that, but I totally thought I was dead as well. Oh, man. That's twice now I almost went down. Another skill point. That's always good too. Let's get the crit damage just going. Kind of sucks that he didn't really drop anything else though. He went down quick though. I thought he was gonna kill me, and then I essentially like 2 or 3 shot him. Hit him right in his mouth, but goodies. Best piece of advice I can say to newbies at this game, though, is what was it? What was I gonna say? I am totally gapping on what I was going to even say. Oh, I remember. Is managing your items, because it is very easy to accidentally sell what you're using. I try so hard to be diligent and be like careful of what I'm selling, but you just get in the habit of selling so much fluff in this game that you can very easily get rid of the weapon that you're using, and you don't realize until you're long gone and you're in battle and you go to change your weapon and you don't have your snipe you liked because you accidentally sold it when you sold a bunch of other things. So be careful. In the other games you could lock your items so you didn't accidentally do that. Probably. Oh, yeah, sometimes you're trying to hold on to crap too. You're probably never going to use it. But it's good to have some backups, and I didn't really leave myself with anything. So now if I get stuck in a spot... I might be euchred. But, oh well. Early game.